Hello, my name is Dr. Gary Clifford and I work at the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC in Lyon, where in work led by my colleague Dr. Feshwa Wei, we have performed a systematic literature review and a novel analysis to evaluate which HPV types cause cervical cancer, as well as their carcinogenic strength and their attribution to the cervical cancer burden globally, regionally and nationally. The study is based on a novel methodology comparing HPV types in more than 110,000 women with cervical cancer from the literature with those in more than 2.5 million cancer-free women as controls. These findings will directly inform strategies for prevention of invasive cervical cancer through HPV genotype targeted approaches of HPV vaccination and HPV-based screening. 17 HPV types were judged to be causal to cervical cancer, but with huge differences in their carcinogenic strength. HPV types 16 and 18 caused approximately 3/4 of cervical cancer cases across all global regions, and then HPV types 31, 33, 45, 52 and 58 collectively contributed to an additional 15 to 20% of cervical cancer globally. The remaining 10 causal genotypes collectively caused only about 5% of cases of cancer worldwide, with some notable regional variations, however, including a higher proportion for HPV 35 in Africa than in other regions, about 4% of cervical cancer there. These 8 HPV genotypes that I've mentioned that had the highest attributable fractions for cervical cancer worldwide were also the most carcinogenic and also are clear priority targets for inclusion in HPV-based screening tests. Other HPV types, which each cause only a smaller fraction of cases of invasive cervical cancer, have a lower positive predictive value. And including these other genotypes in cervical cancer screening tests makes the screening less efficient and less cost effective.